Countries have restricted movement in their territories, which has negatively impacted operations of airlines, which have either drastically reduced frequencies on most routes or halted their flights. This has resulted in most carriers grounding their aircrafts, which still have to be maintained, pushing up costs for airlines. In recent days, some countries have been easing movement restrictions, which, coupled with demand for cargo freight service, is offering hope to airlines like Kenya Airways.
Crisis, unfortunately, has brought everything to pretty much a standstill. We've been quarantining at home, but for today, or for this time, we are able to continue with cargo transport, which is what we'll be doing today.
The national carrier has now opted to convert 4 passenger aircrafts to cargo flights by modifying the interior. As part of the initiative, Kenya Airways on Thursday morning dispatched a Boeing 787 Dreamliner passenger aircraft from Nairobi to London, loaded with 40 tons of fresh produce.
It's actually a passenger aircraft. We have converted it now into a freighter because of the crisis. Yeah. So we make sure that people get their food and all that. It's going to take us about 8 hours, approximately 8 hours, maybe. Yeah. We do not exceed the limits. Yeah. What we have on the seats here is basically the same weight, passenger weight. We don't exceed that. So that after the crisis, we'll still need this aircraft to carry our passengers. Yeah.
The airline hopes cargo business will help it reduce the impact of COVID-19 on its operations. The biggest task for the carrier now is to ensure that the cabin crew are in good medical condition by conducting checkups periodically during the flight duration. This comes after a Kenya Airways pilot who flew the last passenger aircraft from New York to Nairobi died after reportedly contracting coronavirus.
So what we are doing in the morning in the briefing is called a medical briefing on COVID, and mostly it's on personal protective equipment. Mostly we have to do the medical checkups on ground to make sure that nobody has any elevated temperature, because temperature is the first signs when you have or you're infected on COVID. But before they came here, we had done all of them the tests to make sure that they are okay and they are safe.
Fiona Shuru, Channel 1 Business News.